everyone, welcome back to today's video. So in today's video, we are going to be trying and reviewing, in a sense, the Makeup Revolution Eye Bright Under Eye Concealer with vitamin C. And this is supposed to be a medium to full coverage, so buildable coverage. It's supposed to be a good full undetectable coverage. It's supposed to help cover redness. You can spot conceal with it, and it's just supposed to give you a seamless under eye look. So I'm excited to try it. I have mine in the shade Fair, and this was $11.99, so basically $12. I got it at Target. I don't really care for the sponge tip, but I mean, you know, it's not like a deal breaker, but I don't mind it in my Maybelline eraser. This is one of my favorite concealers. So if you haven't tried this, this is great for under eye circles and just gives you a really light coverage. So that is one of my favorites. Now, I have the Magic Lumi brightening. What is this? Brightening concealer. It's an illuminator. And I thought it's similar to this. And I thought that this had the sponge applicator, but it doesn't. I was thinking of the Milani that also has the little sponge applicator. So it's not my favorite, but I mean, like I said, it's not a deal breaker. And so you have to make sure you shake this really, really good, because I opened it and I didn't shake it, but I opened it up and I twist forever. And I finally started to see some product at the tip. And I thought, oh, okay, so let me just try to dab a little bit on and just see, you know, what it looks like. So I thought it was super oily. And I thought, well, maybe it's just like an oil serum type concealer with a hint of concealer coverage, because it was super oily. So I was kind of tapping it under my eyes. And then I'm like, no, that can't be right. So I had to read up more on it. And it's supposed to be a creamy concealer. So, you know, I saw on the cap here that said shake really good before use. So we're just shaking it up and we are going to see what kind of coverage this gives us. And I'm just more excited for the brightness, because I do pretty good with coverage. I don't need a ton of coverage under my eyes, but I'm just excited to see the coverage with the brightness. So I generally color correct my under eyes. I didn't color correct my under eye just because they didn't look too bad. So I thought, well, let me just try this by itself. I'm sure I'm going to be needing, you know, color correction maybe tomorrow when I'm a little less rested, or, you know, there may be a day where I generally have to color correct my eyes on a regular. So, but for this particular video, I'm not color correcting my under eye. So we're just going to go in and I'm just going to apply it. I'm not going to use this on anybody else, so it's not like there's like a unsanitary type thing going on. And I don't want to twist too much, because, you know, that's the thing about this, is once you twist the product and it comes out, and if you squeeze too much out, like, you're out product. It will dry up a little bit on there and you might still be able to use a little bit of it, but it, you know, it's just a waste of product. So you got to be really careful when you're twisting it. So I'm twisting and nothing's coming out. Okay, I need to twist just a little bit more. It says to apply it or to blend it in with your finger or the sponge tip. But I think I'm just going to use my finger. So I'm going to just apply it where I generally apply concealer. It's kind of thin, like it's kind of oily. It's got like an oil base to it, and maybe that's the vitamin C. I don't know. And I like to put it down here on the sides of my nose. Maybe I'm not shaking it up enough. I think that's just the consistency of it, though, honestly. Well, let's just go in with this, and then if I need to add some over here on the sides, I will. Should I use a sponge? Okay, I'm just going to go in with my finger on this side and see what we get with that. So I'm just going to tap it in. Tap it on the side of my nose. Now I like to put it right here because it covers up my little marionette lines, you know, that sometimes they stick out. So it definitely is brightening your under eye for sure. I'm not going to add any to the end part of my eye unless I really have to. But I'm just going to use what I put on and just blend it back and forth. It's not greasy, but it's definitely moist. It looks pretty now. You could build it up, but let me go in on this other side, and I'm going to use just a concealer type blending brush. I like to use this to kind of set my under eyes sometimes, but I'm going to use this to blend. You can't see very well. I think it looks the same on each side. I'm going to build it up a little bit more, but I'm going to shake it up a little bit more because it definitely feels, where did it go? It definitely feels oily. It just feels a little bit greasy. So it doesn't say anything about feeling like greasy, just saying just to shake it up, but it's supposed to be a creamy consistency. Now it is a brightening, so it is going to be a little bit thinner. Generally with the brightening, you know, concealers like this Lumi one, it's pretty thin also. So I think it's just the fact that it's a brightener that you can build it though, you know, to full coverage. So I'm going to add more. Yeah, it's just the fact that it's a brightener. Because I shook it really good. I'm going to just brighten the areas that I generally brighten. I think I'm going to add a tiny bit here. I'm going to go in with this, but I'm kind of feeling like I need to go in with a damp sponge. Just for, you know, better coverage, and then it can pick up like a little bit of that oil or grease. I don't know what it is. I guess it's oil because it gets separated if you don't shake it up. So building it up definitely gave me more coverage. Did brighten my forehead. I think what I'll do is go in with a sponge here in a second and just go over it. Have you guys tried this? I just wanted to try it for the heck of it. I don't know how new it is. I don't know if it's new at all. I just, you know, I'm reviewing different things, and I thought, well, let me review that. And then I also am going to review the Super Dewy Skin Elixir. in another video, and I'll probably use that because I love dewy and hydrating anything, and I'll use that with like a full coverage foundation. But it's definitely illuminating, it's definitely shiny, so I will set it, but I am actually going to go in with a damp sponge. So I dampened a sponge, and so now I'm going to just tap over everywhere that I put the concealer, just to pick up, you know, little excess, a little bit of oil that may, you know, be sitting on top. I don't feel like it is. It doesn't look like it is, but I would feel more comfortable knowing that, you know, when I do set it with powder, that it's not going to create like a mud. We don't want that. Now, it's definitely bright. It's pretty. Yeah, definitely. I think what I'm gonna do when I use this is use maybe a fuller, a little bit more matte foundation, or you can just go dewy like all the way and do a hydrating foundation, a hydrating, you know, this illuminator, brightener. If you want to just go full blown dew, you can do that. But I don't know if that might be like overpowering, but I'm going to try it both ways. I'm going to try it with a full coverage matte foundation, and also with a hydrating dewy foundation. It definitely brightened my under eyes and the points that I wanted to brighten. I think it looks pretty. We'll see how it lasts and how, you know, it wears through the night. I'm going to set it with, where is my, oh, here it is. Okay, so I'm going to set it with my, if I could find things over here, with my Brighten Up. Actually, I'm not going to use the Brighten Up powder because this is the brightener. So I'm just going to go in with a translucent, the e.l.f. press powder. And I'm going to just set it with this powder. I'm going to start over here, just because I don't want a whole lot of powder build up right here because it has that moisture to it. I think that'll just like give it like the perfect coverage and the perfect look. What do you guys think? I like it. It definitely brightens up your eyes, so it definitely like wakes you up. So I'm excited to use this. I'm going to try it in the morning when I'm doing, you know, putting my makeup on initially for the day. And then that way my eyes are tired. I did a ton of skincare already today. I start my morning with skincare, and I definitely hydrate my eyes, you know, a good couple times before I even shower. And then after I do my shower, then I, you know, hydrate more because my eyes are thirsty. I have mature skin, so I have to make sure that I have a ton of moisture under my eyes. Like, my eyes thirst for nothing. So because this is a brightener, I'm excited to use it in the morning, because look how much it brightens your eyes. Now, I look tired. I'm kind of tired today. But do you see how much, like, before I put it on, you can see how much it opened up my eyes and like woke my eyes up? So I'm going to wear this till the end of the night, and I'm going to see if it creases or if it settles. Like, everything's going to settle. There's no concealer or any cream, foundation, or anything. If you have creases, you know, fine lines, it's going to crease. Any liquid is going to go into that fine line. Now, the way to avoid extra settling is to make sure, like I just set it right now so I didn't have to blend anything out. But if you let it sit for a while, just with my experience in concealers and fine line settling, is, you know, if you've let it sit for a while, then you just get, you know, a brush, a blending brush, and you want to like look up like that and take the brush and just gently work out right under your lash line. And if you're not ready to set your whole face, you can just get your powder, you know, whatever you're setting your face with, or your under eyes, and just so that it doesn't settle while you're doing the rest of your makeup, and you just literally tap it right under your lash line and just set that lash line where we have the majority of creasing, and that will set it so that you can go about your makeup routine before you set everything else. And that, I found, prevents, you know, more creasing, and it really does a good job. So I found that doing that as a first step after my concealer has really helped a lot and bought me a little bit more time, you know, longevity with no creasing. But I mean, who are we kidding? I'm 56. I do have mature skin, but I take very good care of my skin. I just can't stress enough for you ladies and gentlemen to moisturize the crap out of your skin. Use good skin products. Don't sleep in your makeup. Don't rub and tug on your eyes, because it will age you. It does. That skin is very sensitive around the eyes, so you want to be very careful when you're taking your makeup off. When you're cleansing your skin, you have to treat that area like a baby's butt. Like, you have to be very, very careful with it. So we are going to come back in a few hours and see what the under eye looks like, and did we settle? Did it wear off? So I'll see you guys back here in a few hours. And we're back. So it is, let's see, I've had this on for like almost 5 hours, 5 full hours. So 5 hours, 3 Twinkies, a pistachio muffin, and 3 bites of Rocky Road ice cream later. I know that's a lot of sugar. Calories, I don't care about the calories because I need to gain weight, so bring on the calories. I don't care about that. It's a lot of sugar, I know, so I probably should be a little bit more careful with that, but I don't really care about that stuff. So what do I think? Let's assess the situation. There's really not any more creasing than usual with any other concealer or any other under eye color corrector or brightener. I think it still looks good. I think it looks healthy. It looks illuminating, you know, dewy, illuminating, whatever you want to call it. I like it. I think what I'm also going to try is to go in with like a little bit darker of a concealer, like a thin layer of just concealer, regular concealer, and then go in with this brightener like right in this part right here, just to brighten things up and, you know, brighten up this wherever you want to brighten on your face. But I think that I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try different little concoctions, different ways, and see which way I like it best. Like, this is just full on the brightener by itself, and I like it. And I didn't color correct. And I just feel like it looks good. I like how it brightened my eyes. You know, it just, you look awake even if you got 2 hours of sleep. So this, you look like you've had your 2-3 cups of coffee, and you got 8 hours of sleep, which that never happens. I don't remember the last time I had 8 hours of sleep. I think the last time I got that much sleep was like during a surgery. But other than that, I get like 2 to 3 to 4, sometimes 5 hours, but it's always interrupted. So I need all the help I can get with wake up, bright eyes. So I really like it. You know, you could build it up. You just make sure that you shake it really, really, really good. Like, really good. If you're feeling any more like excess oil than you should be, you know, because I just ended up wiping it all off and then did it with you guys, and just shook it up really good. And you got your creamy consistency. It is a lighter, thinner, so it's going to throw you off and you're going to feel like, wait a minute, did I not shake it up enough? Is there too much oil? But as long as you shake it really good, all these eye brighteners and illuminating things, if you notice, I have a couple more different ones, different brands, but if you notice that they're all a little bit thinner. Also, let me see real quick. I want to see something. I want to show you guys something really quick. What I wanted to show you was this is another brightener, glowy illuminator, is the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. If you haven't tried this, this is a little bit, these are kind of all in the same family of brighteners. This is really good. If you haven't tried this, now the consistency of this is thinner, just like this other one. So these brighteners and illuminators are always going to be just a little bit thinner. The consistency is going to be, you know, you're still going to get your coverage, but it's going to be a thinner, thinner formula. And, you know, let me just rub that in. This is a really good illuminator, super thin. And you see, it's a brightener, you know, it gives you that glowy, illuminating look. And it reminds me a little bit of this brightener from, or this is the L'Oreal one, but this is the Revolution one, and I really like them. I like this one, so I'm going to continue to use it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm a little oily right here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful, informative. Please leave me your questions, your comments, your suggestions down below. And let me know if you guys have tried this. See what a little bit of powder can do. A little oily right here. Yeah, leave me your questions, your suggestions. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's a product that you think that I might like and I'm willing to run out and get it. You know that I am. I would love to hear your thoughts and any ideas that you guys have. So thank you so much for watching, and keep an eye out for my next makeup look or product review. But anyway, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I appreciate you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.